Visual opens with slow-motion footage of various sheltered dogs looking sad and hopeful. Narrator: imagine a life filled with uncertainty, cold concrete floors, and the constant echo of barking. This is the reality for millions of dogs in shelters around the world, waiting for a chance, a glimmer of hope. Visual transition to a close-up of a small, scruffy terrier mix cowering in the corner of a cage. Narrator: this is Maximum. He was found abandoned near a highway, scared, hungry, and alone. His future looked bleak. Visual title card: A Dog's Life, From Rescue to Royalty. Narrator: but little did Max know, his life was about to change forever. Visual show Max in his cage at the shelter. He's wary of the camera. Other dogs bark in the background. Narrator: life at the shelter was tough. Max was timid and didn't interact much with the other dogs. He spent most of his time hiding in the back of his cage, unsure of what the future held. Visual shows shelter workers caring for the dogs, feeding, cleaning, and trying to comfort them. Narrator: the dedicated staff at the shelter did their best to provide care and attention, but they were stretched thin. Max needed more than just food and water. He needed love and a place to call home. Visual Sarah arrives at the shelter. She's smiling and friendly. Narrator: one sunny afternoon, a woman named Sarah walked through the shelter doors. She wasn't necessarily looking for a dog, but she felt a pull to help an animal in need. Visual Sarah walks past several cages, looking at the dogs. She stops in front of Max's cage. Narrator: Sarah looked at all the dogs, each with their own unique story. But when she saw Max, something clicked. His big, brown eyes seemed to plead with her. Visual close-up of Sarah's face as she looks at Maximum. She kneels down. Narrator: she knelt down and gently spoke to him, her voice soft and reassuring. Max, hesitant at first, slowly crept towards her, sniffing her hand. Visual Sarah gently pets Maximum. He starts to relax. Narrator: in that moment, a connection was formed. Sarah knew she couldn't leave Max behind. Visual Sarah filling out adoption paperwork, talking to the shelter staff. Narrator: the adoption process was quick and easy. Sarah couldn't wait to take Max home and give him the life he deserved. Visual Sarah bringing Max home. He's nervous in the car. Narrator: the car ride was a little nerve-wracking for Maximum. He'd never been in a car before and wasn't sure what to expect. Visual Max exploring his new home. He sniffs everything cautiously. Narrator: when they arrived at Sarah's house, Max was overwhelmed. He cautiously explored his new surroundings, sniffing every corner and cautiously wagging his tail. Visual Sarah showing Max his food and water bowls, his bed, and his toys. Narrator: Sarah showed him his food and water bowls, his cozy bed, and a basket full of toys. It was all new and exciting, but also a little scary. Visual Sarah patiently working with Max, teaching him basic commands. Narrator: building trust took time. Max was still wary of loud noises and sudden movements. Sarah was patient and gentle, slowly helping him overcome his fears. Visual Sarah and Max playing fetch in the backyard. He's starting to enjoy himself. Narrator: they went for walks in the park, played fetch in the backyard, and cuddled on the couch. Slowly but surely, Max began to realize that he was finally safe and loved. Visual montage of Sarah and Max bonding, playing, cuddling, sleeping together. Narrator: as the days turned into weeks, the bond between Sarah and Max grew stronger. He became her constant companion, her furry shadow, and her best friend. Visual Sarah entering Max in a local dog show. He looks a little nervous but also excited. Narrator: one day, Sarah decided to enter Max in a local dog show. She wasn't expecting him to win, but she wanted to show him off and raise awareness for animal rescue. Visual Max performing a simple trick at the dog show. The crowd cheers. Narrator: to everyone's surprise, Max stole the show. His playful personality and adorable antics charmed the judges and the audience alike. Visual Max winning a ribbon at the dog show. Sarah is beaming with pride. Narrator: he didn't win any major prizes, but he won the hearts of everyone who saw him. He became a local celebrity, a symbol of hope for rescue dogs everywhere. Visual: Max visiting local schools and hospitals, bringing joy to children and patients. Narrator: Max's story spread throughout the community. He started visiting local schools and hospitals, bringing joy to children and patients. He showed everyone that even the most neglected animals can have a second chance at happiness. Visual: Sarah and Max at a fundraising event for the local animal shelter. Narrator: Sarah and Max became advocates for animal rescue, raising awareness and funds for the local shelter. They inspired countless people to adopt and give loving homes to animals in need. Visual: Montage of Max living his best life, playing, cuddling, traveling with Sarah. Narrator: From a scared, abandoned dog on the side of the road to a beloved companion and a symbol of hope, Max's life had been completely transformed. He had gone from rescue to royalty. Visual: Final shot of Sarah and Max cuddling on the couch, both smiling. Narrator: Max's story is a testament to the power of love, compassion, and second chances. If you're considering getting a pet, please consider adopting from a local shelter. You might just find your own royal companion. Visual: End screen with links to local animal shelters and adoption resources. Narrator: Like this video if you enjoyed Max's story, and subscribe for more heartwarming animal tales. And don't forget to share your own rescue stories in the comment below.